1 minute to go here in the foiling guest class in Sail Melbourne. The committee boat off down to the left with the orange flag, and all the kites setting up off to the right hand side, and it will be game on. 47 seconds to go. The kites getting into the position that they want, and then we'll start to see them powering up from now, dropping down low to the water, and the speed starting to build as they come flying back towards the line.
We thought the Kiteracing had a big run up towards the start line, but I guess the faster you go, more run up you want. And you already see them starting to charge in here with only about 25 seconds to go.
And 25 seconds to go. They're still perhaps 120 meters away from the start line, but that's no problem here. Slowly letting the boats and drift down, and we'll suddenly see that quiver of kites all drop down low, and the boats, well, the boards start to fly. 7 seconds in the penultimate medal race here in the foiling kite boards. Off the line, Ollie Bridges' Volvo kite, the first to drop, and he's there down on the pin, up to speed. Jumping out of the blocks off to the left-hand side means to destroy the field in this race. Look at the focus and intensity there from Bridge.
Well, didn't he have a great start there, you know? He really wants to make amends for what happened in that first race. You know, the 5th place is his worst result that he's had all this week. But he nailed that start, and he is flying.
Well, up to speed, and that board cracked right over. There through the tack, just lifting his weight off that front foot and letting the board swing through and back up to speed off to the right-hand side. First attack.
There you can see Florian Spain just underneath him. Obviously the winner of the previous race, but he's got him in control this time. Or the tracker thinks that Florian Trudel is leading, actually. My eyes aren't as good as the tracker.
Well, we'll see when the boats come back together, when they next meet.
Well, that
Florian will have done one more tack, so, and it is moving. It's quite a dynamic kind of readout. You can see Bridge in that windward position. He will be, if you like, tacking through onto the line of Florian as he comes back in from the right-hand side. I think it's going to be very close between all of these pairs, and they're coming up to the lay line. We've got Trittle, Dolenk, Gruber, and Kleiman off on that right-hand side. Bridge first to turn on the lay line, and there's the mark. And this time Bridge around in front, holding on and keeping control of his board as he turns onto the downwind.
Oh, he's doing it in style this time. And if he can get a solid result here, I think that will secure the event for him. Because obviously he's got a 12-point lead on his brother and also Florian, who's in second position currently. So if he beats him in this race, that will secure the gold medal for him, even with a race to spare.
You can see Florian in second place. The scores on that top left-hand corner are changing so fast. It's almost like a, I don't know, a fruit machine.
Oh, you can even see the speeds that they're clocking in, and they're going just as fast upwind as they are downwind, which is incredible. Most boats, you know, you go much faster downwind, almost double downwind, but these guys are performing exorbitant speeds in both directions.
So Bridge out in front, Florian Trittle in second. As our stats stabilise down towards the bottom of the course, and we'll be back onto the second upwind. Little hand reaching out to touch the water as Bridge turns onto the upwind, gets that board cranked back over, the kite down tied to the water and back onto the upwind, and he looks like he's extended a little from Florian Trittle. Florian Gruber in third.
Well, two Florians are obviously duking it out as well. There's not much points between them.
And they're following him off to that same left-hand side. Looks like Florian's setting up for attack, bringing the... You can always see when they're about to turn as that kite starts to rise. Bridge through the turn, coming back off towards that right-hand side. Controlling the lift on that board between that right and left-hand foot, and miles out in front now.
So he's really dominating this race, isn't he? And he's getting well up above the 20 knots again on these upwinds. He's over 100 metres ahead now, but the two Florians are having a great battle for second and third, and Martin Dolenk from Croatia is not far behind either.
Certainly looks to be nearly in it. I think when they go through these tacks, what they're looking to do is to keep that fall in the water. So they turn up their pop through round, change feet position and lock it down. Perfect. Now, when you watch someone do that not exactly right, you actually see the board lift right out of the water, and what that means is they end up slipping sideways. But Bridge around the final top mark, setting his sails down around the reach and down to the bottom gate.
Keeping that flow on those foils must be so critical, and the thing is we just can't see it, and neither can they. They just got to do it by feel. Obviously it's all below the water while it's happening, and he has extended there. He's got a great lead now. But Florian from Spain Trittel is obviously in second position, so he's lining himself up as well for that silver medal position. Because obviously Guy Bridge is back in, I think, in 4th or 5th place currently. Oh no, sorry, He's just got up into 3rd place.
I think we just have to take those stats at the top marks with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, they can't keep up with these guys. They're going that fast.
I think it is Ollie Bridge for sure from Florian Trittel, and then I think it's Florian Gruber and Guy Bridge almost neck and neck for that 3rd spot. And we're watching Bridge, the senior, coming down towards this last bottom gate, and then the dash to the finish. He's got to get above that mark. Has he missed that mark? Wait, there might be another one off to the right.
I assume he'd have to jibe through the gate, so I think that was a mark that he was on the right side of. So now these are the two here.
Okay, so that was a little rogue blue mark.
Yep.
Just to confuse us. There we go, out to the front of the board, changing the stance,
and then he's
round and through into the cleats.
And he'll zoom off to that left-hand side to the start, but you can see the left-hand side of the picture there.
So Bridge through, found an answer from that last race, comes through the line in match 2 of this 3-race series here in the medal race elimination to take the 1st spot. Florian Trittel now coming it down towards the bottom gate. Oh. And there, just I think, managing to spin out. We're going to try and have a little look at who that was. I think that was Florian Trittel. We will have to, and they disappear under the water. It's quite hard to tell who they are.
Oh, Guy Bridge fell off.
So that was that close battle between Florian Gruber and Guy Bridge, and I think it was Guy Bridge that came off the worst, crashing into the water at that bottom mark.
Obviously, he had a great comeback to be